There is a player on both sides of this match who have got over 20 league assists this year. This is going to be, hopefully, a creative masterclass before a 0-0 draw.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. If you're still enjoying it, drop a like, that would be tremendous. So, big stuff today. We got away at Hereford, and it turns out our next game directly after that is also against the good side. It's against Malden and Tiptree, who are right up there as well. So we've got some toughies to come, and if we can get through this without embarrassing ourselves too badly, we could be in a really good position come the end of the episode, which would be just delightful, particularly as we're out of all the cups now. We can just focus on getting this league done and dusted. One thing I would say, though, is we have the lowest points of the four divisions at this level. We have the lowest points for a team who are in front. There's a team on 72, 74, and obviously Blackhaven. We have only got 67 points at the moment, so we're quite off the pace, which just shows you how there's quite a lot of teams could compete in this league, it would seem, and we're just taking advantage of it. I have a wish, a live stream with Whitport. Any possibility my wish can come true. So I'm tempted to at some point maybe do a live stream transfer window or something like that. Maybe. Obviously, if I did do that, it would still be at the same time as a video would go out. So it would be 7 o'clock on whatever day that would be, basically. So it's just a thought that I could maybe do. I thought that might be quite fun, to be honest. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. I've never streamed on YouTube before, but hey, would love scarves or shirts. So this was relating back to the merch. I think scarves would be a good starting point because shirts are a much more difficult thing to get made. Scarves are still quite expensive to get made, but if you get enough of them, they do become like manageable, and that's something that's much more easy to do. So I'm tempted to go for some Whitport and maybe even Blackhaven scarves if something people want. Stockport manager. Right, lads, cup game. Let's guarantee the win. Someone to get sent off now. Seriously, it's getting a bit silly now. To the point where Stockport went down to 10 men. I sighed as I knew that was the end of our cup run. Yeah, it does. I mean, literally, the game against Staines that we lost, they went down to 10 men, immediately scored a second goal. It is very strange. We were seeing this on stream the other day as well, where we went down to 10 men and then went and won 3-0 after that. It's very odd. Wardley's been in touch with Louis Molden, bag supply, after that shocking mistake. Whitport natives have been throwing fish at him on the street, mostly placed and chanting, "This is the only place you deserve in our team." The locals are also describing the howler as the hand of cod. Huge fan of that. Right then, Hereford away, difficult times. I think we can do it. It's actually a shame we didn't have quite the run in the cup that I was hoping for this year, but that's the way you like. Their manager is called Ken McKenna. Brilliant. And they are missing Daniel Sparks, who of course scored that free kick against us earlier this season in that 2-2 draw. So hopefully Wardley can come up with things. Also, there's a Histon, I think, or Hitchin are in for Scott Wardley at the moment, and they're high enough up to the point where I'm concerned that we might not keep him. So stay tuned for Shea O'Donovan back in the team soon. As you can see, Malden and Tiptree are getting themselves into the battle here, but a win for Hereford would pull them back to within 2 points of us, and with St Neots at home against Hartley Whitney, there's a chance that they could get back right back into this if we screw this up, because our form has not exactly been the most consistent as of late, and with suspensions there, it's not fantastic, though it's nice to see Ben Elderkin back in the team. My only real change I like to make, we haven't had an injury to one of our first 11 players for a long time, and it's worrying because I feel like we're going to get a whole load of them at once, quite frankly, but hey, we're doing a good job so far. First team 11 is basically set for the most part right now. The links are building up nicely. Bench, Tabram Che, Jackman, Williamson, and Jacob Owen. Let's have this. One of these things where, once again, the draw is not the worst thing in the world, but a win could start to really put us up there. A win here and a poor result for St Neots Town starts to really say Whitport Athletic to the National League, hopefully North. God help us. The goalkeeper has taken a risk there, but they have drawn against us in the home match this year. So even the draw would be okay, but if St Neots win their game, then all of a sudden it's once again back in the battle with them again. Oh, Lau, terrible touch from Ruben Lau. Stop force through. He's a bit of a tight angle. He shouldn't be able to get the shot away. No, we're fine. We've got away with that one there. It's very important to keep an eye on the other fixtures, particularly the St Neots Town game, and the ball is flicked in. Theo Hudson gives Hereford the lead early doors. This is kind of what I feared. This is why I'm so glad we beat St Neots, because otherwise we could be in real trouble right now. Because if we lost that game, we'd be 3 points off the top, and we'd now be losing this one with a chance to potentially go 6 points off the top, and that's quite a lot to catch up, particularly when there's no games in hand. It's fine. 5 minutes in, we've got plenty of time. There's loads of time to bail ourselves out, but the 77% possession that Hereford have got is a little bit concerning. It's early days yet, though, and we're very good at coming from behind in games. We actually seem to be... Oh, God, don't. Good save from Wardley. They have come to play. They have very much come with the intention of winning this. But hello, Hartley Whitney are winning away at St Neots Town. That is good news all round. And ball through for Ben Mills, and a good block at the end of it. There's a chance, though. Nobody's really marking the 11, and it's all the way through for Ben Mills. And, oh no! Mottram's just missed an open goal. One thing I have noticed lately, oh Jesus, that was close. One thing I have noticed lately is that Mottram's really run off the form. He hasn't scored for ages. He's got a couple of assists here and there, but at one point he was looking very, very good in front of goal, and he just seems to have lost his confidence at the moment. Elderkin. And that might be why we're sort of struggling at times. If we have a game where Ben Mills doesn't do the job for us, then we're really struggling to get the goals from our other striker. Thankfully, we've got centre-backs. Mills flicks it down, but it's gone back to Cresswell. Ball over the top. That's surely offside against Mason. Nope, that was not offside. What an insane stop from Scott Wardley. Hereford have really come out here, and we're very lucky to not be more than one goal down at the moment, frankly. We've got to be better in the second half, which we often are, in fairness. It's a half-time, and probably one of the worst performances we've had all year. We just don't look like we've got any creativity. Gonna get right up them. I might turn off Whitport of the box. I think we might just be dithering on it a little bit too much. And maybe we can be a bit more free-flowing, just look for more sensible passes in the second half and stop trying to overplay it. That might be the key for us breaking them down and actually creating something. I don't normally want to tinker like that at half-time, but we've been really bad today. Stopforth. Oh, God. Look at the space for Richards. At least he didn't get the shot away. The one thing I really don't want to see is a Hereford... not Hereford, a St Neots equal... They've just got it, haven't they? Yep. As I said that, they've just gone and got the equaliser. Brilliant news. Okay. Oh, no, that's... Don't you dare. Oh, God, again. Theo Hudson with 2 headed goals against us here, and this is starting to turn into a bit of a shambles of a performance today. We've had a couple of chances, but they've been really poor. I mean, once again, our defending of set pieces has let us down. Theo Hudson unmarked. Goalkeeper should have got that, maybe, but it's 2-0 to Hereford. Right, like, those are normally Ruben Lau's bread and butter. Simple headers from corners. He's so good at putting those away. I think he just used up all of his corner headers in one game earlier this season, it would seem. Elkin's ball, Mottram! And Niall Ellis puts in the rebound. Well, I don't know what happened there. I don't know why Ben Elkin's been credited with the assist. I don't know if Mottram even got a touch, but Niall Ellis has just given Whitport a lifeline here, and we bloody well needed it. Not even sure what happened there. Ben Elkin's just dumped one in behind here. Sort of, almost, not even by accident. Does the keeper just get a hand of this? Oh, dearie me. And it was the Hereford's goalkeeper's chance for an absolute howler there, as Niall Ellis slips in, and maybe there's a chance for us yet. I don't want to go very attacking, because it doesn't actually make you any better. Oh, crap. St Neots are winning as well. Come on, we're looking better now. Williamson flicks it down to Mills! Oh, he's offside. Offside at the final moment there, Ben Mills. We've definitely got better in the second half, but our defending set pieces has cost us. These tight games just... We're not quite... I mean, we did win against St Neots, in fairness, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it today. Hartley Whitney have got on back, though. Maybe there's a late equaliser for them that could save us here. We'd still be top, but once again, it would be purely on goal difference once more. This is what I mean, how tight this league is compared to a lot of the other divisions at this same level. We are really having to fight tooth and nail for everything. It still looks like a 3-horse race, and we've been defeated, and I don't really think we can complain. We had some chances in this one, we just didn't take them. Niall Ellis's one was put on a plate for him, really. We're still top, but it is purely on goal difference still. St Neots are looking very, very good. Hereford are back in form again. Even Malden and Tiptree aren't really out of the battle just yet, and we've got them up next, so a defeat there could really start to grind the gears. We need to beat them, and it's away from home as well. That's going to be really, really tough. I'll join you guys in a minute after some more off-camera stuff, see where we'll land. Right, we're back. We had a very, very strong recovery, basically, against Malden and Tiptree. This is probably one of our best performances for months. Ben Mills was able to be put through 1-0 after 10 minutes, and then the goals just come in. Almost immediately after that, we were treated to another goal, which was very good. They just didn't really turn up. Mills just got in there, lovely header for 2-0, and we basically were out in front. Never going to be caught at that point, but that didn't stop us from adding a few more. And the most important factor about this game for me was actually that Mottram was able to go and grab himself his first goal for quite some time, gets the ball here, and eventually just a nice little finish. Sometimes you just need one to get your confidence back, and it was good for him. And immediately after that, he showed exactly why it was so important to have that kind of confidence back in you, as a ball was whipped over the top. Errors for days from the defenders, but he still had a lot of work to do here, and a really calm finish from Liam Mottram, making it 4-0 over Malden and Tiptree. Massive result. And it was a very similar story away at Cheshire. We really do seem to be back into it when we really needed to. Poor defending again there, Mottram getting through, and once again, slotting home. Really, really good stuff. And more important than that, Ben Putman Kitely has signed a new deal, which will take him through till the end of next season, with a 1-year extension potentially on the end of it too. Mottram, once again, very, very good work from him here. Slips it through for Ben Mills, and we're 2-0 up right before half-time, away at 8th place Cheshire. There were just chances for days in this game. That being said, they did get one back straight after half-time. Lovely ball whipped in. I don't know how Clayton wasn't offside here, but he got him a goal back, and I was concerned. Thankfully, those concerns went away not long after, as Harry Shepherd got a bit confused there. Eventually, the ball does end up in the box after a bit of a melee, and who's in there but Niall Ellis to make it 3-1. We got a late red card through Ben Elderkin because it wouldn't be us without a red, but it didn't affect us too badly, thank God. But then, unfortunately, all that hard work sort of came crashing down with a really poor performance at home to Dorchester. Terrible defending again from Shepherd. Bath with a really, really cool finish. We just didn't really do anything after that. We were actually better, looked really good before then, just didn't really offer anything after that, and Dorchester Town beat us by 1-0. Hereford also won away at St Neots and really are starting to be the team that's coming for us now. As now, the league is looking like this. It's 1 point clear still. We're still only 1 point clear because we just get these bad defeats in here. And Hereford are on a good run. To be fair, St Neots are still only 3 points off the pace. So the final few matches are going to be very, very interesting. Because once again, at one point, we got the gap up to 4 points and it could have been 6. But then Hereford came flying in with that lovely win in their last match. And it's still only 1 point clear at the top. Ben Mills with 23 in the league. But somehow, there's actually 2 players with more than 20 assists. Putman Kitely has been suspended for the last 3 matches as well due to too many yellow cards. As you can say, no, last 2 matches, I think, as a result of picking up 12 yellow cards or something along those lines. Either way, he's missed the last few matches. And out of interest, you can see Blackhaven United, champions of the division, look like they're going to do a full unbeaten season. 93 points on the ball. We've actually scored more goals than them, which is something, but they are absolutely dominating that league with South Shields in behind them. But we still have the lowest points tally of any team who are top of the division at this point. The nearest one to us is at 76, so it's not too bad. But this is big. We've beaten them once this season. They're sponsored by McDonald's, okay. But it's still not a particularly easy match. Then again, we did dispatch Malden and Tiptree 4-0, so you never know. Putman Kitely is finally back in the team, which I think is going to mean good things for us today, to be honest. Simple little change there, no worries. Let's see what they're going to do. Okay, something slightly different for once, which is nice to see a bit of a change. And it's also worth noting that they do have Steven Zybot, who has got the 2nd most assists in the league. There is a player on both sides of this match who have got over 20 league assists this year. This is going to be, hopefully, a creative masterclass before a 0-0 draw. But a guy can dream, right? It's Castle Park. Also, we got nearly 1,200 people in the ground for the Malden and Tiptree game, which is a lot. Thankfully, we're at home, although that's not really stopped us from having some poor results, particularly that Metropolitan Police one. That's one of those ones that really will haunt me if we don't get the automatic promotion, because we've been there, top of that league, for such a long time, but we've just never quite been able to get away from the teams below us. That seems to be our biggest problem, was just getting consistency enough to actually stretch that gap. But hey, I suppose that just shows you where we are at this level. Putman Kitely, just nice to see him back. I think he picked up an injury as well. He's finding some space, though. Goes past 1. Goes past 2. My voice, then. It's a good chance for us, because I don't know who the others are playing. Hereford are at home against Malden and Tiptree. That's not going to be easy. And St Neots are away at Poole Town, who have fallen off a little bit, but are still a pretty good side. Pearce is in! And a good save by Scott Wardley. The other teams around us have got some difficult games today, which could really mean that if we can come up with a big win, then, oh God! Great save, I think, there. There's not a lot of games left. I just really don't want to go to the playoffs because we've had such a good year. And I just don't trust us against some of these guys. Still 0-0 in the other games, and should be well won. Okay, here we go. See if my man can do what he does best. It's a lovely ball for Niall Ellis. He's gone a bit wide, but he might be able to drop it back inside. He's still got it! And it's a wonderful stop from the goalkeeper. Not that we've got an easy game, of course, at home against 5th place. And Putman Kitely again there showing that tenacity. His anticipation has gone up by 3 points this season since we've got him on his new training regime. And that is really pleasing to me because it's those mentals that are going to make a huge difference. Mottram, good block. Webster, look at the space. Tons of room for Mottram! Mills, yes! Ben Mills does what he does best. Liam Mottram with a little assist, and we've got the lead. Massive, although I think Hereford might have just scored as well, as I said that. No? It's really hard to tell. The league table, I don't think it's updated yet, but oh no, it's still a 1 point gap. What am I talking about? Really, really patient play here from Mottram to just whip that across. We've seen that goal a few times this season. Ben Mills, 27th of the year. That's come at a very good time. That gap, that top of the league looks much, much healthier with that 3 point gap than it does when it's only 2 or 1 or less, obviously, because that's how maths works. But I just want to, going into those final 4 matches, a 3 point lead is still not a lot, but it's better than nothing, and Mills is in again. And a big save. Okay, now we've turned up. But it's still early days, and we are certainly starting to find ourselves a bit in this match now. This is more like the way we've played lately, and St Neots Town have got the lead away from home. That was probably the tougher of the matches that our rivals have got right now, and the fact that they're winning, it means it's even more important that we make sure we win this. Oh, terrible defending. We've got another chance here. Mottram, can he find the ball back through? Putman Kitely, he's got to find a ball through. He finds Ben Mills. I don't know if he's onside or not. Doesn't matter because he smashed it in and it's 2-0. Ben Mills, 28th of the year. Putman Kitely's back in the team and providing yet another assist. He crowns his new contract with, I think he could get to 25 assists in all competitions this year, which for a 17 or 18-year-old is incredible. Lovely little ball through here, but it's all about Ben Mills after this. That little touch to set himself, and he's just absolutely hammered this home for 2-0. That's perfect. So 2-0 up, half-time is good. St. Neots are winning. Oh, Hereford have scored, and it's Sparks as well, probably from a free kick, no doubt. And Hereford are beating Malden and Tiptree, so the gap would still be 1 point. We're getting some pretty high attendances towards the end of the season, I've got to say. Nearly 1,200 in the ground again today here, which is really, really nice. But I guess the fans recognise that these are the matches that matter the most as far as going for this title is concerned. Holmes, round the side for Mottram. He's probably going to shoot, I think. Oh, no. Patience from Liam Mottram. And Putman Kitely. Oh, that is brilliant. Liam Mottram, wonderful patience there. So often a striker will just run straight through on goal there and take it on from a really, really tight angle. But the fact that he's actually gone ahead, and normally they'll just get that ball, run straight at goal, tight angle. Instead, he's just held the ball up, waited for that run of the back post, dinked a perfectly weighted ball for Putman Kitely on the full volley. Only his 8th of the year, but at the end of the day, the guy's provided so many goals that it doesn't matter. 3-0 up against 5th place. Fair play. Well, it looks like we're going to get the win on the night, but it does seem pretty unlikely. Yeah, still 2-0 in that game. Looks like Hereford are going to win, and the gap will still only be 1 point. But it's another step towards promotion. And the thing is, though, if we don't get automatic promotion, we're going to have to fight really hard against probably the other team that's up there with us. There we go, get the win. And we've had poor results against St. Neots this year. We have lost to them. We've also lost to Hereford and drawn at home to them. That's what concerns me a little bit if we were to drop into the playoffs. But 80 goals scored is a very good sign. What does our run-in actually look like? Because there's a lot of red here. There's some good wins, but some just bad results. So we've got Merthyr at home next, 13th place. We have lost to them this season, though. Salisbury at home, 6th place. That's not going to be easy. Metropolitan Police away 9th, and we've already lost to them this season. And finishing off away at Beaconsfield, hopefully that will be an easy one. But it's not. I mean, we've got 2 home games and then finishing up with 2 away games. Not sure how the next episode will look. Either we'll do the Merthyr game. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Do not worry. But if you've enjoyed this one, and I hope you have, drop a like on the video. You can really see how our home attendances have climbed towards the end of the season, which has been very, very nice indeed. If you've enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And I will see you guys very, very soon. I also stream on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so go follow that too. And sometimes at the weekends. And I'll see you guys very, very soon for the culmination of this season. The title race is probably going to go down to the wire, knowing us. Probably go into the 1 point lead. But that's what life is like, I suppose. So I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.